welcome to What's Cooking on the Dan.
Join Get Fit for the first cooking show in the Dan River region.
Learn how to move, eat, and live healthy with this week's guest, Riverview Rotary President Dan Farmer.
Stay healthy and fit,
Dan River region.
To learn more about our recipes, please join us at What's Cooking on the Dan at Facebook and Twitter.
And check out our website at getfitdanriver.org. This is What's Cooking in the Dan River region. Welcome to God's Storehouse, this fabulous kitchen that's provided by the Community Foundation of the Dan River region and outfitted by the Danville Regional Foundation. I am Stephanie Ferrugia with Get Fit Dan River region.
Hi, I'm C.G. Moore with Get Fit Dan River region.
And we have a very special guest with us today. We have Mr. Dan Farmer, who is the Director of Marketing and Sales from Gateway Health, and he also is the President of the Riverview Rotary Club. So welcome, Dan. We're thrilled to have you in our kitchen today. This is our first episode, so we're just honored that you're our first guest.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about Riverview Rotary, if you don't mind.
Sure. Riverview Rotary is a local Rotary club, and it's part of Rotary International, which is comprised of about 3 million members worldwide. Most people probably associate Rotary with the eradication of polio, which is one of our main philanthropies. We also, here locally, we've built both of the ball fields at Dan Daniels Park. We are the main sponsor of the Christmas parade, which is coming up very soon. And just this morning, for example, we raised over $600 for relief for Hurricane Sandy.
Fantastic. Oh. What a wonderful cause. Well, that's one thing that we really want to talk about today that you mentioned is the Danville Christmas Parade that's put on alongside with the city. Mm-hmm. It is a fantastic Christmas parade, folks, and it is on Saturday, December the 8th, correct?
Yes.
At 6 o'clock, and if you haven't been, you really should treat yourself to it. It's just get you in the Christmas spirit. You've got the Rotary members there who just y'all are so organized, and it really is just a ton of fun. You never know what you're going to see. Maybe a little bit of snow, a whole lot of music, definitely Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So along those lines of talking about the Christmas parade and all that y'all are doing in the community, especially this time of year, we want to highlight a holiday recipe. So part of our show is to talk about nutrition. That's what Get Fit is about. It's about moving your body more and about eating healthier. And so we're asking our guests every week to bring in a favorite recipe of theirs, and we're going to redo it just to make it a little bit healthier. Well, Dan here had his mother's famous stuffing recipe that he provided to us. And Dan, you got to go tell Mrs. Farmer that she is not only a great cook, obviously, according to
Yes.
you and her fantastic stuffing, but she's also a very healthy cook because there was absolutely nothing that we could do to modify that recipe. So
wow.
Kudos to your mom, and if she's willing to share, we will post her recipe on our website.
Sure.
We'd love to share it
I think
so
she'd love that.
yeah, our viewers can, see what a healthy stuffing recipe looks like.
Great.
And tastes good, and that's what we're all about here at Get Fit. So we're going to actually create a dish that will complement your holiday dishes and your stuffing and your turkey or whatever you have for Thanksgiving. We are going to make a sweet potato souffle today. We're going to souffle our way through the kitchen.
Yes.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards to forwards today. Mm-hmm. And so CG and Dan are going to go ahead and make the topping for our souffle, and then CG's got somewhere to go.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll let you get to it.
Dan, let's go ahead and get to this topping
Sure.
we're going to make for this sweet potato souffle so we can get over and get our workout on.
All right, sounds good.
We have some dry ingredients here. The first thing we have, I'll just let everyone know, we have whole wheat flour here, and then we have white flour. Mm-hmm. So we're going to use a half cup of each. We're going to use the whole wheat because we're Get Fit. And we have to be healthy. So anything whole wheat is always good for you.
Good.
But we also want to follow the recipe as well and add in some of just the regular whole flour.
Okay.
So we also have some unsalted butter here, and some pecans and some brown sugar. So that's going to be our topping for the sweet potato souffle.
Awesome.
And I think it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all these ingredients in here. And I want you to be my mixer.
All right.
Do you mind being my mixer?
No, I'd be glad to.
Okay. All right. We put all that in there. Make sure we get all of that. So, Dan, can you tell us a little bit more about the Rotary Club. How can people join if they're interested in joining?
Sure. Well, you're welcome to come visit us. We meet Thursday mornings at 7:30 at Stratford Convention
Hopefully
Center.
that's not too early for.
We're a breakfast club. There's 3 clubs in Danville now. There's our club, which is a breakfast club. There is a club that meets on Tuesday afternoons, or Tuesday at lunch. And then there's one that meets on Tuesday afternoons at 5:30. So we have 3 clubs here. Our club's the largest. We have about 110 active members right now.
Wow, okay. Sounds great.
And it's a great organization.
Yeah, and me and Stephanie, we can contest that because we went a couple weeks ago and we had a great time with the group. The group is real friendly, real nice, and for 7:30 in the morning, very energetic. So. And
we have a good spread to eat, don't we?
Oh yes. The food
some of it may not be completely healthy, but there is some bacon on there. Sometimes there's some gravy.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, actually, Dan, because what we try to promote at Get Fit is everything in moderation. You're right.
Exactly.
You don't have to give up all of your favorite foods. Just add some fruits and vegetables to your plate. In fact, we should follow my plate, which is every time you eat, you should make sure that half of your plate is either covered in all vegetables or a quarter of which for breakfast, that's kind of unrealistic as far as vegetables, but you can throw some veggies and some eggs with omelets and things, but a quarter fruits or a quarter vegetables or half of your plate should be vegetables. So every time you eat, whether it's a snack or a full meal, try to make sure that you have that. So with our sweet potato souffle today, we are using, obviously, these sweet potatoes, which are very high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and B6, and carotene. Excellent for you, and they count as one of your vegetables. So, we're just going to sweeten it up with a little sugar here and a little sugar there, and make it taste good. Now, this is a lightened souffle recipe, and so this is 10 to 12 servings, and you're getting, this is about a 250 calorie per serving dish, and when you're talking about holiday meals, that's not too shabby, especially when, again, you have your vegetable in there. And one other thing that we have some other fruits that are here. We have some oranges. We're going to use the orange zest as part of the flavoring for our souffle, and some fresh squeezed orange juice. And then we have pomegranate seeds here, and we want our viewers to know that pomegranates are a very unusual kind of fruit, but they're very high in antioxidants, excellent for you, and they are a multi-purpose fruit. You did a great job, Dan.
Thank you.
Good job.
And so we'll just kind of show you with pomegranates, you can use these for anything. You can top your salads with them, use them in your pancake mix, put it on your oatmeal, eat them plain. So if you get a little bit hungry and you'd like some pomegranates, you can pop those. They're a wonderful snack. Just add a little bit of crunch and sweetness and a little bit of tanginess. So we're going to throw some pomegranate seeds on our souffle after it's finished, just for a little bit of color. We like red around the holidays. There, that's right. We need a pop of color there. So anyway, well, Cece,
Dan, you did a great job with the topping, and so what we're going to do, we love nutrition. Nutrition is great, but with nutrition, we have to have some physical activity.
Okay.
So we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to head over to the Rotary meeting, and we're going to join the group, and I'm going to lead them in some exercise. We call it instant recess. We call it instant recess because it's quick. You can do it wherever you are. You get your heart rate up, get the blood flowing in your body, and you're just moving. And that's what we promote here. We just want people to move. It's those small things that lead to big successes.
Sure.
So that's what we're going to do. So Stephanie, we're going to leave you here in the kitchen,
okay.
Kind of let you check out our topping here, see if we did a good job with it, and then we're going to go over there and we'll be right back to get with you.
Work them out. Y'all
All
have
right.
fun.
Let's
Awesome.
go. Good
Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. It's always a good time. All my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. It's always a good time.
Welcome back to What's Cooking in the Dan. Me and Dan just got back from the Rotary meeting and we had a good workout. What do you think about that workout, Dan?
I like it. I like to get moving in the morning. Matter of fact, I done broke a little sweat.
Okay.
Can I borrow the towel for me?
Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we?
I had my forehead there. Thank you.
Yeah, some of the exercises we did were the good morning and the kick the copier, something we all can relate to.
To kick the copier especially.
Yeah, yeah, I love that one. I think everybody was excited about that one.
I think so.
I think everyone has had that problem with the copier.
I would probably say yes.
So after that workout, we come back to the kitchen. You know, we're kind of hungry. I know Dan's hungry. I want to see what Stephanie's cooking up
Well,
over here.
by all means, help yourself to some pomegranate seeds. We're just about ready though. So I've been over
Mind if
here
I do?
slaving away making these sweet potatoes. And so you bake 2 sweet potatoes for, depending on their size, for about an hour, hour and a half at 350 degrees, and then actually the peel will just come right off. So you just peel them off. And what I did is I just took a fork and I mashed them up. So I already did that while y'all were gone because you took a little bit longer than you said you would. And obviously y'all were having a good
We were
time.
hoping you would have already had it made.
Oh, I know. We want you to learn, man. We need your special touch. We know your mom's a good cook. We know it didn't skip a generation.
She's better than I am.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe you can share this with her too. We have a full cup of sugar here. So we're going to add that into our sweet potatoes. We have a 1/4 cup of milk, and I actually use 2% milk. You can go down to 1%, and if you're really feeling daring, you can use almond milk because that's a nice sweetener. But we use 2% milk, and it's only a 1/4 cup, so we're not talking a lot of fat and calories here, folks. And then we have a 1/3 of a cup of flour. Now, what we did is exactly what we did over